Hey guys, this is Manish, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the drone registration in India that is going on and the deadline that is coming up. Well, if you're in India, that is if you're an Indian citizen, or if you're in India and you have a drone with you which you have purchased through grey market, or you have purchased it abroad and brought it in, and now you're flying it in Manali, or wherever it is. Now there's a deadline. You need to register your drone with the DGCA through the website Digital Sky. I'll leave the link in the description, or you could search on Google. You should be able to find the first result for Digital Sky. Now, what is this Digital Sky and what is this whole mandatory thing? Well, drone were banned before this, and people were not able to purchase it in India without a import license. Alright, earlier you had to get special permission from DGCA, and they would give you that permission to import your drone, because obviously you don't have any manufacturers in India. We do have a few engineers who were manufacturing these drones. They had to register with DGCA as a manufacturer, and then they had the permission to build their drone and fly them, or if they had the permission. So now DGCA has given a grace period for I think till another 15 days. The deadline to register your drone and yourself is 5 p.m. of 31st Jan 2020. That's around 15 days from now. They have a countdown running on the Digital Sky website, so you should be able to see the countdown there and the deadline. Again, it's 5 p.m. of 31st of Jan this year 2020. This is the grace period that DGCA has provided to all the drone owners in India to come forward and voluntarily register themselves as well as the drones that they own. You got like 2 or 3 drones, not a problem, you can register, but this registration does not mean that you can fly those drones. You still have to get permission from DGCA to fly these drones. Let me take you through a few acronyms that you need to be well versed with. Now in this video I will be talking about these acronyms, so let's go with the first acronym, that is NPNT. No permission, no takeoff. Second one is OAN, that's owner acknowledgement number. Third one is DAN, drone acknowledgement number. CAR, civil aviation requirements. Well, NPNT is a permission that you will have to get from DGCA before you could fly the drone. Now in this there is one exception though. If you have a drone that weighs less than 250 grams, see the DJI has the lightest drone that DJI offers is of 280 grams, so that doesn't come under this exception. But if you have a drone that is 250 grams and below, you do not need a NPNT, neither you need to register it. You're exempted from it, but there is a restriction on that. You cannot fly those drones above 50 feet from ground, and it has to be indoors. You cannot fly it outdoors, it has to be indoors, and that too only till 50 feet. This is more for those wedding photographers who take those awesome shots using the drone inside a marriage hall. This is one of those drones that does not need to be registered, but the restrictions apply. 50 feet is the maximum length, and it has to be inside a enclosure, that's inside a marriage hall or inside a building within 4 walls and 50 feet high. I'll let you know about the documentation first. In Digital Sky, you first need to go and register yourself. On the first registration, it will ask you for your details. You need to fill up the form. It's all the whole thing is complete online. You cannot save the form, so make sure of that whatever you fill is properly filled. There's no saving, drafting, nothing. Once you submit, it's submitted. So fill up the form. First one will be your OAN, that's the ownership acknowledgement number. That is for you as a drone operator. You might be having a couple different drones with you, like 2-3 other brands. That's fine, they have no objection with it. So you would be given a registration number, that is OAN, ownership acknowledgement number. Once you get that, you can start registering your drones to that OAN. I mean, basically you're just linking those drones to your ID, saying that yeah, you own these drones. So you need to register each drone, and each drone will receive a DAN, drone acknowledgement number. That is what you will receive. Now what do they require from you? So the document goes like this. Documentation number 1, it's your passport, the front page and the last page of your passport, or your Aadhaar copy, either of. That's the first document that you need to provide. I suppose this is the ID proof. So for ID proof, let's consider that as ID proof. That's not what Digital Sky or DGCA is saying. So first one is the front page and the last page of your passport, where you have your photograph and your address and all that. So there's 2 different pages. You need to scan that and upload that as the first document, or your Aadhaar card. If you have an Aadhaar card or digital Aadhaar, you download that and then re-upload it. Make sure there's no password to it, or else that will get rejected and that will be a headache for you. So do not password protect that. That's the first thing. Second is your photograph of all the drones. You need to have a top view photo of your drone and the front view of the drone with a measuring tape or a measuring scale right beside it. You can search online on Google how exactly do you take. I mean, it's a simple thing. If you have a drone this way, you need to have a scale here, so that in the photograph it could be measured. Drone can be measured using that scale. All right, and top. So it's the top angle and the front angle. Even if you go to Flipkart or whichever website that's selling drones, you can see that they have this front angle and then the top angle. Exact same thing, but only difference is you need to have a measuring scale or a tape, anything that would that could give the dimension. I mean, if the DGCA people, they are looking at that image, they should be able to determine what is the measurement of that specific drone. Alright, so this is the 2 image you need, and the third one is the close-up view of the IMEI, or the third image that you need is the close-up of the serial number and the manufacturer part number and all. That small label that's attached on the drone, you need to provide a close-up image of that. So 3 images. One is the front view, one is the top view with measuring scale or tape or anything that could measure and let DGCA know the dimension of your drone. They need to see that. You don't have to search it and then put it in the form or anywhere. They need to see it in that image. So make sure those 2 pictures are properly taken. And the third one is the close-up shot of close-up picture of the serial number and the part number, or whatever details that the manufacturer is providing in that small sticker that's on the that's underneath the drone, or maybe wherever it would be in the drone that you own. So these are the 3 pictures that you need. The third document is the utility bill. That's mostly for address proof, I'm guessing. So they want either your utility bill. It can be a telephone bill, a postpaid telephone bill, it can be an electricity bill, it can be a water bill with your name on it and the address. Or if you do not have that, you also have an option to produce your bank statement. You could gray out all the transactions. They don't want to see the transactions, so you could blacken out the transactions, and then upload that as the address proof for the third document. The next set of documents that they require is it is a bit different. If you are an individual, you need to upload your educational certificate. Maybe if you are a graduate, just upload your graduation the certificate, your graduate. Or if you are 12th pass, you could upload your mark sheet, your 12th mark sheet. So it's up to you what education certificate you are uploading. This is only for individual. If you are a company, like you are a wedding planner company or a wedding company, and you own a bunch of drones registered on your company name, then you need to upload a 5th document. That's not really 5th document. You'll need to upload an additional document. That's your PAN card of your organization, and a letter on a letterhead specifying the authorized signatory of your company. Well, once you have done this, it doesn't mean you can start flying your drone anywhere you want. No, that is not how things are going to play out now on. Now, after you register your drone, you would have to approach DGCA with your OAN and your DAN, and then apply and get your permission. That's UAOP, Unmanned Aircraft or Operator Permit. Because you're a drone operator, you would need that permit from DGCA, the governing authority. Unmanned Aircraft Operator Permit, UAOP. You need to apply this with the DGCA. The details of this will come out soon, but for now the main thing is you need to register yourself and the drone in the Digital Sky website. That's the main. But after this, you can get this permit from DGCA, and then you will be able to fly your drone in India. Alright. And another thing, from now on you would have to keep a record of all the takeoffs that you do and the flight that your drone is taken. You need to be able to, you need to have a record of all that, so that you can produce that whenever DGCA asks for it. Now you would ask, why suddenly all this thing is being made mandatory and all that. Well, there has been several complaints recently, like the last complaint that I heard was about this German citizen who was flying his drone above the Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple, which is a restricted zone, but he was flying that. Police did catch him. They had him in the station for like 12 hours or so. They did thorough investigation, but that guy was a little cocky. They did send him back to Germany, but what he did was he went back to his home country and he made a sarcastic video criticizing the police for doing their job. And funnily, he even confessed that he stole the SD card from the police station. He said the SD card flew from the table of the police officer, and he took it and put it in his pocket. This is one of those incidents, not all of them, but there are many such incidents where police had to deal with such things, where people have been flying unlicensed drone. So this becomes a national security issue. People having drones and flying drones and in places where they shouldn't be. It is just like how you can have a car, but you need a license to it. If not, everyone will keep driving their cars, and I don't know where all. So I think this is a good move by DGCA, by giving everyone in India a 15-day grace period to register their drones. I know this will be a little tedious work, but then hey, you did buy the drone, so you need to abide by the law. I'm sure when you purchase that drone, you are well aware that drone in India is banned. That is why you do not see drones selling on Amazon or Flipkart or any retail e-commerce website. Drone is not available, even though it used to, because it is banned, and now you would need a operator license. This was something that you had to do. I would recommend everyone kindly do a register. If not, if you are caught with the drone and you do not possess those numbers, you would be penalized and action would be taken. I think I don't need to specify exactly how severe it could be, but again, because this concerns the national security, this would be severely dealt with. So I would suggest, please go ahead and register your drone and yourself, because DGCA is giving you that grace period. Register now, no action would be taken, but if you miss that deadline, then action would be taken severely. So kindly go ahead. This was the procedure. Kindly go ahead and register your drone. Hope you register yourself, get the UAOP, that's the Unmanned Aircraft Operator Permit, and have fun and share those awesome videos with us. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions for me, do leave your questions in the comment section and I'll try my best to reply to it. The link for the Digital Sky is in the description, but you can always search on Google for the link. All right, see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care.